Hey, Kazim here from TrainoCraft. In this episode, I'm going to be discussing how you can start your own training business. I'll touch on some critical success factors that your business needs to be successful, and I'm going to wrap up with tips that can help your business as a trainer. Let's get to it. Starting a business is not one of the easiest things in the world to do. In fact, I can tell you from experience that starting a business is a lot of work, right? And starting your own training business is not going to be different from any other business types that we have out there. So, operating a successful training business will involve things like one, having a good business plan. Having a business plan is essential if you plan to get loan to fund your business. Although your business plan doesn't have to be very lengthy, but what is essential for you to show in your business plan is that one, there's a market for the problem that your training business is trying to solve. Two, how you want to meet your sales goals. And three, that your financial forecasting are realistic. So you might be wondering, do I necessarily need to start a business with a business plan? Yes, you can get by starting a business without one, but your business is going to stand a better chance of growing faster if you have a business plan in place. First, it is important to note that if you're going to stand any chance of making money from your training business, you have to be prepared to offer quality training services to your customers. And which is what commerce is all about. It's all about offering a product or a service in exchange for money. And to do this effectively, two skills are required. Number one skill is that you have a mastery of the training that you're trying to sell to your customers, or have resource persons in place with these skills. And number two is sales skills. Nothing happens in business until a sale is made. And if your business is not making sales or is not making enough sales, then there's a chance that you might run out of business. In fact, many people consider this to be the number one skill to have, that ability to sell. Number three is the willingness to succeed. Keep in mind that when you start your own training business, you are likely to work more than the regular 9 to 5 work. You might even have to work weekends too. And that's not all there is to starting your own business, right? You will also need to be prepared to lower your standard of living, at least until your business takes off. And there's no guarantee in any of this because at the end of the day, you're taking a very big risk, which could also mean that you might lose all of your savings. So, given all of this, you need to have that determination, that willingness to make your training business a success. Now, let's take a look at some tips that can help your business with a good start and help your business stand a chance to succeed. One is for you to ask yourself why you want to start a business in the first place. Are you starting your own training business so that you can have more free time? Are you starting your own training business so that you can be more successful? Or are you starting one so that you can be a boss of your own? One thing I can tell you is that it's worth starting your own business if you see that there's a need or there's an unfilled need for your training business and that there's a market opportunity for this training business that you're trying to start. Otherwise, you might just want to consider working with people with already well-established training business. Remember, you don't have to start a training business of your own in order for you to be a successful trainer. You can just decide to say, you know what, I'm going to decide to work with other people, and there's nothing at all wrong with that. So you need to answer this question first. So now, after you've looked at this question and you decide to proceed with starting your own business, then the next thing for you to do would be to start building your own brand. And when it comes to building your own brand, you need to first start by defining who you are and what your brand is going to stand for. This is going to help you infuse your own personality into this brand that you're trying to build. Number three is for you to niche down. Yes, I know we're talking about training, which is a niche already by itself, but keep in mind that training is a big industry, right? So it's going to be best for you to start with a niche in mind. Are you going to major in soft skill? Are you going to major in technical skills and so on? Choose one and stick to it. And when you start to get very popular and you've mastered what it takes to succeed in that niche, you can start to then add additional services to your service catalog. 4 is for you to spend time to research your audience. You need to be able to tell if your audience will be male or female, if your audience are going to be older people, if they are going to be younger people. When you are able to research your audience properly, it's going to help you connect and reach out to the right people. And it's also important to let your brand reflect what your audience wants and what they're looking for. Number 5 is for you to be aware of your competition. You have to be competitive and know how your business compares with your competitors. Try to identify what your competitors are doing right, what they are doing wrong, and try to capitalize, position yourself such that you're taking advantage of some of these things that they are doing wrong. 6, you have to be bold to ask your customers for referrals and feedbacks. This is necessary, especially when you've delivered a quality service to a customer. Remember that you're not going to get a referral or feedback if you don't ask for it, so you have to be intentional about it. And lastly, get involved with communities. Try your best to attend community events, volunteer your time to speak, try to also sponsor and support those communities when and if you can. This is going to help people know you more and also learn about what your brand stands for. Remember also that you're your number one brand ambassador, so you have to live and breathe your brand always, because nobody knows your brand better than you do. If you like this video, subscribe, comment and share, and you can look up here for similar content just like this one. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.